Alright, I'm making this video to respond to Asia Blue, right? And his questions about God and what's love and what's atheism. Well, atheism is the lack of belief in God, and to repeat what I said in my earlier post, right? It's basically the need for a parental figure. That's all there is to it, right? It's just a need for a parental figure that people can't find the strength in themselves to have, right? So I'm not trying to go deeply into what is love, right? And amendum is wrong, right? It's not going to solve the problem to go into virtual reality, and what is the question about the meaning of life, right? There is doesn't make sense. It doesn't really actually make sense to even ask a question. Just think about it, right? All right, you're gonna go to a virtual reality and you're gonna find some meaning in that sort of life, in a virtual life, as opposed to real life, right? Is virtual reality any more meaningful or any more meaningless than real reality? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't even make sense to pose the question, right? So love, like I said before, in my response, in my text response, all it is empathy, guidance, and I'll add a third thing: protection. Right? People seek religion for just those three things. In any religious text, in any so-called holy, sacred text that you'll find that refers to some sort of supreme creator, supreme intelligence, God, what have you, what people are really looking for are just those three things: empathy, guidance, and protection. Right? You're gonna find that in virtual reality as opposed to real reality? I don't think so. It doesn't even make sense to pose a question, right? So there you go, right? People find protection, want to find protection. You want to find guidance or empathy. Now, what does that really boil down to? Boils down to a parental figure, right? And this is the ironic thing. Is because this parental figure, most of us experience in our childhood, but we never really grow out of it, right? Some of us never really grow out of it, so we still cling to this need, right? So my response is, that's all there really is to it. If people can't really find something that doesn't really give them those three things, right? Believing in something imaginary, right, doesn't really give you those three things. It doesn't give you empathy, right? Believing in some idol, right, or some even quote imaginary God up in the sky, does that give you some sort of empathy? Is something non-existent going to empathize with your pain? No. Is it going to give you guidance? Nor is it going to give you protection, right? Any religious text in the world wasn't written by God. Just plain and simple, it wasn't written by God. It was written by people who wanted to play God, right? But if that's true, then any of us can play God, right? Any of us that think that we're wiser could do it. So there you go. Just provides those three things, right? If you have enough moral courage, if you have enough moral strength to provide those three things, then there's no real need for religion. That's it.